Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Happy New Year to all of you and all of the best to you in 2023 and beyond. Have a very safe and happy holiday. Let's begin your reading. In your overall energy, you have Gyoshin is the angel. It is a fallen angel. And the advice or why they're there is because of a decision. Now, this could be yours or theirs, because this could be your energy or theirs, as you know. This card is represented by the planet Venus and the element of water. So you may have, or they may have, a choice in love that affects you, right? This choice could be very emotional. A major decision will present itself with the appearance of this angel. A fork in the road of your life, and really, or of theirs. This angel will give wise inspiration to those who are in doubt. He helps to reconcile enemies and or reconcile differences, and distributes rewards and honors to those who have earned them. His appearance indicates that it is time to put aside any uncertainty and take decisive action if one wishes to achieve their aims. So I feel like this is somebody who wants to make a decision but is unable to, or feels unable to, because of doubt. All right, so let's go deeper into that and go and get more details. Now, looking at the astro dice here, it looks like you're being affected in the fifth house, or that they are. Whatever's going on here affects you, right? Even if it's their energy, it is going to ultimately affect you. So the fifth house is about gambling, taking that risk, taking that gamble. It's the house of pleasure and what gives us pleasure, and what doesn't. This can be about rules, or maybe it was about rules. This is about something that is alluring, that draws someone. It's all about the things that make you feel good, or makes one feels good. This can be where fortunes are won and lost, It is the house of gambling, of love, of hobbies, of romance, risk-taking. So that just fits. So we see that somebody has to take a choice, and it feels risky. Maybe they feel like they could lose everything. Now, and interestingly enough, okay, really, really interesting, is that this angel here is ruled by the planet Venus. And look who's here. Yes, that's right. Venus. You knew it before I showed you, I'm sure. So, love, attraction. Somebody is really attracted to you. Somebody is, I feel, very much in love with you. They may be very charmed by you. But it could be that they are very sensitive for some reason. This person could be under your spell. It could be that this person, this could be somebody who's never been able to forget you. But most definitely, somebody's got feelings for you. And they could be keeping this to themselves, keeping it a secret. We do have the Leo symbol coming up next. And this is about somebody who's got really intense feelings about you. I mean, and that can go both ways. This person could be or could have been upset at you for some reason. Or you could have parted maybe a long time ago. Whatever it is, this person has been sitting stubbornly on their decision, possibly out of pride, possibly because they may have thought you might have deceived them, or they could sit here, maybe they thought you deceived them, discovered they were wrong, but they're just too darn proud and stubborn to admit it. And so they sit. Okay? And they think about wanting you, and they think about taking action, but they don't. That's what's going on all together up here, I feel. They're very, they can be territorial about what's theirs. And if you don't give them the right kind of attention, the attention they think that you should, or that they deserve, or that they want, then they'll think you don't love them. Yeah. They can be very moody, very temperamental. And they don't like to lose, and they don't like to admit when they're wrong about something either. So, you could be dealing with someone like that. Now, it's interesting that we're dealing with the 5th house, and we have this 10 of coins appearing in your reading. This card speaks to gambling, taking risks. It's risk-taking. You take the risk and you win it all, or you take a risk and you lose it all. So, the reason it's here, it's in the upright, is because they think of taking that gamble. Because maybe they want to find out how you feel. Maybe they're curious if you're feeling the same way they're feeling. This could be a question of feeling like you still belong together. But they don't know this. And so it would take a risk for them in some way. Maybe it's simply a question of they don't want to get their heart broken. Because they struggle with proceeding with taking this risk. That's what they're struggling with. They may have, with those birds of prey hovering over this group, they may have a bad feeling, a sense of doom. So, and if I look up here to this connecting card up here, which is the 9 of Swords, this person is imagining the worst, and it's probably that 9 of Swords is probably their thoughts, their fears that are their own, it's like they're their own worst enemy by the way they think, by their mindset. You see, they have, yeah, see, there we go, Five of Swords. This ended badly between you two. And look at that. Look. It's just as I described it. Somebody, look at their arms are crossed. That person's not talking. And the sword is in the stone, for God's sakes. I'm not changing my mind. You know? So they're like sitting on this decision, prepared to sit it out in this doom and gloom. Look at the dark sky. Here, this battle is over and this person has lost, and they're stubbornly sitting on it. Maybe, like I said, they don't want to admit that they were wrong, because to step out of here, they might have to, you know. They're looking at this next card, which is the Three of Wands, but with the, and the Ten of Coins again. So they're looking at, okay, so if I take a risk and a gamble, what will the future look like? And to that, they're imagining the worst with that Nine of Swords. And there you go. And that's why this angel's here. It's like, stop. You know, stop doubting. It's time to set aside the uncertainty and take decisive action if you wish to achieve your goal or your aims, or even, you know, your dreams, your desires. Anyway, this person is very, very focused on an idea, and I feel like that idea is to take that risk or gamble to come back, right? Because here they are. There they are. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh my God. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's it, all right. I can just be the story, and the story continues. Honest to God. So here they are, focused on the coin. This is the card from the next deck that was next to it at the bottom. This Five of Wisdom, and look at the emotion. They're struggling to move on, but something else, this card tells me. They're struggling to move on, and from what I see, they're also struggling to move forward with this idea. So it's like they're stuck, you know, between two things. They can't move on. They can't move on without this person. They keep looking back. They're still head over heels in love. Look who's next. They're still head over heels in love, and they want to go back and tell you something. But would you believe them? You know, or what would you say, or would you even take them back? And this is what they're thinking. This is what they're very focused on, is all of this feeling very deeply connected to you still, so they can't move forward. But yet to go back, they would have to own up to admitting to having been wrong, or to something else that only you and them are aware of. And you know, no, look at that. This knight here is carrying a book, indicating that he's got some wisdom. So that was right. They do want to come back and tell you something. There's something you don't know. And maybe that is this admission of guilt, or maybe it's something else pertaining to it, to something they believed. This person, I'm not sure exactly what happened between you. I do know, though, that they want to make peace. And there they are, deep into their feelings. They're deep into their feelings. Here's the Hermit looking to the past for wisdom of the past for a future decision. There it is. There it is with that angel. That's exactly what the angel is referring to here. And this is exactly what's going on with the Hermit and this idea Okay, so they got an idea, but they're reflecting on the past in order to know perhaps how to move forward with the idea, or how to make it happen. And it's like they got this feeling, in the pit of their stomach. They're looking at the Nine of Swords, at everything that could go wrong. And that kind of holds them, and this is what, again, Gyoshin is talking about. You know, put aside that uncertainty and take decisive action. If not, it's almost like you're doomed to sit in this doom and gloom kind of energy there. And look at that. Wow. And so here they are again. Somebody's got a love interest on their mind, and they want to change something. Okay, because we have this is what's occupying this person's mind, and also this is about change, and this is about a new beginning. Something, and if this is the other person, know that something is changing. You wouldn't be aware of this, but this is more like what's going on behind the scenes. But something is changing within this person, and they want this new beginning. It's what is, look, honest to God, there they are. This is what's occupying their thoughts. Change, the child, and again, you got occupying this toil and labor, like it's always constantly on their mind. They're working. Oh my God. Oh my God, the next card is the Lovers. It's, kid you not. There it is. Thinking of somebody they love. Oh my God. And so this can be, especially with the child, it can be somebody who's trying to gain a fresh approach to something, a fresh start, a renewal in love, new beginnings. So the question for them is moving from here to there and actually making that decision to do this. And so we have them in the Three of Wisdom energy, but the Three of Wisdom is in the reverse. So it's like, oh my God, it's like, oh, they're looking back in regret, okay? They're looking back in regret at the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is down here, you see, at the root. This is when they're in that dark place, and there they are looking at all of the damage that was caused by somebody's action, or by their own action, because really they did something or said something, or even believed something, because they're of the swords, and they're looking over their shoulder, looking back, being haunted by something. So the past could have been haunting this person, but the thing is, whatever they did, they kind of hung themselves. So in effect, they were like their own worst. Those swords were their worst enemy, right? That mindset that they had, and they're still carrying this energy, because it still kind of holds them here currently, especially if you have not yet heard from them. It's like becoming afraid. It's like, or I'm not happy with my options over here in the Four of Love. I want to, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid of this or that. Well, I mean, with the Nine of Swords, there could be many things. Like I said, they're afraid of things going wrong. But it's like they're really exaggerated. With the Nine of Swords, it's something that's really exaggerated. It's really exaggerated fears. thinking the worst. And so this is like a woe is me type of energy, needing to pick oneself up and just do it, Understanding that things aren't going to get better if they stay in this energy. If they want to change this energy, they can. And so here comes the Hanged Man and the Three of Coins. And in this Three of Coins, he's all alone because he's already pushed away pushed away anybody who who loved him or who wanted to work with him, but he was unwilling to work with them at the time, was not understanding something. But this is why this is, and this is why this is or has occurred. And there he is in the Hangman position, to get this understanding of what happened. And now in this Hangman position, you will notice there are people pointing fingers. So he may feel like he's to blame, or he could feel like you might point fingers at him because for some reason he's looking back at the work he did. So I feel like he knows he's done something wrong, or maybe he now understands he's to blame, but maybe admitting to it could be very difficult for him, especially with the Leo symbol up here, and what that symbol can represent with regards to how this person might react or how they tick, But all being said, yes, they are having difficulty, and I feel like they realize they are to blame for something, because I feel like they could be feeling guilty for something. And it stings maybe to admit or have to admit it to you that they were wrong about something. But going back to what the angel was saying, he's saying that it's time to put these things aside and take decisive action. If you want to achieve your goal, if you want that new beginning. You want change, or do you want to just sit down and think about it? You think about changing things? Yeah, you can think about changing things, or you can actually change things, basically, And so here they must choose, and it looks like, there it is, there's that decision. Two of Swords. To change things. A new beginning after the Five of Swords. Look at that. Wow. There's the Five of Swords. And here's the Empress, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Wands. So there's that decision to change things. The Tower. This is huge. This is a big change. You may hear from this person unexpectedly. Is this like sudden twist, sudden surprise endings? Yeah, and not just that, but somebody's getting a wish. Wow, fantastic reading. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Once again, Happy New Year. Stay safe. Many blessings to all of you.